was over there looking
You and
rough.
my Dukes is twins, man.
Who,
You
me?
got her eyes like a mug, bro.
That's crazy, man. Ain't nobody never told me that.
Man, wait till I see my Dukes again. I can't wait to see her. I'm like, man, I don't know if it's Nikki or Broadway, but one of them, you definitely spit out because they got your eyes. Nikki got them eyes too.
Now, people say I be looking
Stare
bad and
into your
shit.
damn soul.
Look, I ain't gonna lie, cause people be telling me like, they be like, "Why you always mad?" I'm like, "Mad? What you mean?" You know what I'm
Exactly, and
saying?
that's how I know. Now you know I'm telling you the truth.
No,
Cause
that's like,
OG stay looking like she ready to pipe somebody up,
yeah, that's
and she be cool in the mug. Not even think about that.
man. I seen this. See this lady at the store all the time, and then I'm get it going. I see this. I mean, I'm live already, but I be seeing this lady at the store all the time. So one day she see me like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody hit a joke. She see me crack like a little smile and shit. She was like, "Oh damn, you smile?" She was like, she was like, she was like, she was like, I thought you know, didn't never smile because like I'm like, oh for real? I'm like, I get so I'm assuming that she thought I was like, you know, had an attitude or something. So
Man, you got arrested me mug, bro.
man, I be at the gym. Niggas don't say nothing to me, bruh. I be wondering, I'm like, damn, why nobody don't like, what's up? How you doing? Like, niggas be looking at me like, and they turn their head. I'm like, okay, I don't know what that is. Shit. I gotta get it together.
Oh
I'm glad you
man.
said that though, cause I don't know that.
Hey, my old lady got the same problem, man. It's that rusted me mug, man. Y'all can't help it. Y'all ain't even trying. Y'all just always in thought. It ain't even about nobody else. It just
Man, I be in my
comes
own
off
world.
as like that nigga ain't approachable.
Bro, that's what's crazy. Is I'm the coolest person you will know if you just talk to me,
Man,
holler at
cool as
me.
a fan for sure. For sure, for sure.
All right, man. You know what I'm saying? This probably gonna not be the longest session because it's the Benchmark podcast, man. And you know what I'm saying? There ain't a lot of shit going on, but hey, it is the NBA finals. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So it's the Benchmark podcast. We appreciate y'all for damn near tapping in. I'm your boy Broadway Beats. I got your boy with me, Neef, aka Mr. Perp. And we finna
Yes,
get
sir.
Perp time is almost around the corner. So, you know what I'm saying?
Man. Woo-hoo-hoo.
I might have to go get me a Adrian Peterson jersey, but no, he hit his kids and shit. I don't know if I want to go and get that. I might have to get a
Man. Get you a Joey Browner.
some you. No, I was gonna say what you call it? What you call it? Smith.
I told you get you a Minos.
Yeah, a
I've
Moss
been
or
told
Chris
you to
Carter.
get the Minos or Chris. I got them both.
Oh,
I had to
I
get
get a
both of
cold
them.
pepper too. I ain't gonna lie, I get a cold
Oh,
pepper.
a cold pepper would be
That'd
nasty.
be nasty too.
That'd be nasty,
What's my guy name?
especially like an old school one.
What's my guy name? The running back that was there, Smith. Last name Smith. I can't think of his first
Oh,
name.
Robert
Robert
Smith.
Smith. Okay, yeah, I'm tripping. I don't know
Oh,
why.
that two
I get one of
six.
them. Yeah, that'd be nice. Or
Yeah.
John Randall for sure. I need one of them. Them probably be
Mm.
taxing for
Nah,
sure.
they're actually for the dirt. I just looked it up the other day. I just can't wear a 9-3. That just looks weird on me.
You wasn't born in '93. You said forget that. Now I'm just playing that. Them.
It's just I'm a quarterback receiver. Anything in the 90s just looks wild to me on
Nigga,
me. That's just me. I never wore anything in that digit. Like it's always been 80s or teens.
nigga, I was linebacker. They gave me 66, nigga. I was
Ooh,
man, I was crushed. I ain't gonna lie. I was looking for like 55 or something. You know what I'm saying?
right.
51. I was,
52,
yeah. They was like, no, buddy, this all we got.
54, Erlacher.
Yeah, they was like, this all we got is this 66. Here you go. I was like, damn. But
6'7", 6'7".
right. Um, but yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and get into the podcast. It looked like the Spurs done they play tonight, you know what I'm saying? But they
Yes, sir.
won their first game at the Madison Square Garden, third out
Hmm.
of the third game. And you know what I mean? My first question for you is, you know what I'm saying, what do you think allowed the San Antonio Spurs to actually pull it off? Because the first two games they didn't play too well. Was it defensive discipline, Wembenyama? Was it the others? or do you think New York just had a bad game?
Well, bench mob, I'm gonna say this, and I don't care who feels some type of way about it. It's just this is how I feel. I feel the NBA said, "Goddamn, y'all ain't finna do this to us. Y'all not finna go ahead and get this 4-game sweep, and we gonna lose out on it all on this bread.
Facts.
We gonna do what we need to do, and we gonna talk to them refs, and we gonna let them know, choke your whistle,
I don't know.
because that might have been that I haven't seen that type of physicality on the NBA court in my life. I didn't grow up in the 80s. I was born in 81. So obviously I did grow up in the 80s, but I was a baby in the 80s. So I didn't watch basketball. So I don't know how physical it was in the 80s. I know it was somewhat physical in the 90s, but they was letting them boys do way too much and wasn't calling shit. And I already knew once I seen that, like if you watch basketball, you know as well as I do, the more physical team that gets away with it is 99.9% of the teams that are at home,
Yeah.
not the road team. They normally don't allow the road team to be more physical than the home team, but they allowed that. And that was a telltale sign that they wanted to make sure that the game was close and that ultimately the Spurs won to extend this series to at least 5 games. In the perfect world, they would love for it to go 7.
Yeah, they
But
don't make money.
the NBA as a business, they have to make a finals go at least 5. A finals, think about it. How many finals can you remember in your just off the top of your head that were sweeps? The only one that I can remember, and I could be wrong, it's been a long time, is Cleveland when they lost that game against Golden State and they could have won the first game and
Yeah.
they ended up getting swept. That was the most recent. Prior to that, it would have had you. I damn near my brain. I have to go all the way back to the fucking Rockets when they swept Orlando.
Or did Brian get swept them yet that year
That's
against
what
the
that he got.
Spurs?
That was the year.
No, I'm saying
No,
against the
no.
Spurs.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Against the Spurs. Yep, he got swept that year. Yep, you're right.
So
Those are the only. There's only really been 3 sweeps. Other than that, and then you got to think that probably was the worst watched finals in the history of the finals was the Spurs versus Cleveland. I don't even think I watched that whole series
man,
because I knew Cleveland didn't have a fucking shot with Cleveland. I mean, with LeBron and a bunch of nobodies. I'm just keeping it real.
yeah, that was
Augustus
facts.
was okay, but he wasn't shit.
You named Delgauskas. He ain't do nothing in his whole career. He's not going to the Hall of Fame. I don't
He
even think
was
he
a
was an All
he was
Star
an all-star. He
for
was
one
an
year.
all-star. I think so, but either way,
Mm,
he wasn't over the hump good. And
yeah.
that series, he decided he wanted to be a jump shooter. So he didn't even punish nobody in the paint. Robert Horry just was on a podcast talking about it. He's like, Augustus tried to turn into a 3-point shooter. We were like, what? We're just going to double down on LeBron, make you other bums beat us. We
That's
ain't
the
going to
key.
let him just go to the rack because this was when Brian was all rack. He didn't really have no pull up. He didn't
None.
have that 15-footer. So it was tight. But that's what I'm saying. Like, there was no way that the NBA was going to allow the Knicks to sweep them in the finals. So that's what I got from the game because it was just so blatantly obvious that they weren't going to call fouls on New York like that. They weren't going to give them the benefit of being at home and getting calls like you do all throughout the playoffs and all throughout the regular season.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. That as far as like, yeah, they was definitely blowing the whistle for
And then
sure.
I just want to add this: Wemby did what Wemby was supposed to do. He went
Oh,
for 30 plus, and he was
now you
like,
talking.
I think he was 4 for 4 on live attempts. I mean, I don't know who you. If you were to ask anyone, if you get what's that 2 times 4, that's 8 points
Yeah,
that he didn't miss. And what was the final score? I could have swore they didn't lose by but maybe 4.
Yeah, it was 115 to 111.
There you have it. So he was able to get in there, and then Cat didn't come to play.
Man, that was the other thing. That was so to me. Of course, like you added the fouls was a big issue. Wimby, like
That
you
was the
said,
biggest issue
yeah, and then I mean,
to
like
me.
if
To me,
Wimby scores 30 points plus and 8 rebounds and 6 assists, shit, you might as well go ahead and get him the game. And then Castle had 23 points, so
that was what I was gonna say too. You can, if you're gonna allow him to get 30, the other niggas can't have more than 10.
and this is what I want to add. Shit, if the if De'Aaron Fox don't step his shit up in the next few
That was
games, it's gonna be over with because he ain't been really showing out like we need him
he's
to do.
gone. He's gone.
He
He's gone after this year. He know that. He know this is his chance to get a ring, his chance to get another decent paycheck from another team. Because it's Dylan Harper's team next year.
it gotta be because
Regardless of how this plays out,
yeah.
it's his team next year.
Yeah, you can do it without you can do it without Fox. He ain't showed up. No, I mean I ain't seen him show up in the last two series. He ain't really been shit. He's been playing terrible. So
Financially, it just makes perfect sense. I believe Dylan Harper is still on a rookie contract. This is his first year. So
facts.
you still got 3 more years before you got to pay him versus DeAndre Fox. You got to pay him all right now and next year and the year after. Why not get rid of him while the market is going to be high, especially if
Yeah,
they win?
yeah. That's
So
that.
it makes perfect sense. You
Yeah,
can still build your team. You can fill out the roster, get another draft pick to be the backup to Dylan. Makes perfect sense.
yeah. Exactly. That makes perfect sense. And you know, just piggybacking off of Carl Anthony Towns, he didn't show up at all.
Nah, man.
Miles Bridges, you didn't. I thought you was gonna say something about Miles
Oh,
Bridges. He
good
had two
lord.
damn points.
I
So
I couldn't
29
even
minutes.
say nothing about him. He just looked like the Bridges we didn't seen all year.
Yeah, you can't play 29 minutes, only shoot 5 shots and have 2 points. I mean, I'm sorry, y'all ain't gonna get it done with that. But that could probably tie into like just rhythm, clock
Mm-hmm.
stopping a lot, you shooting free throws, that shit you was talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? For some players, that get them ice cold because they ain't able to catch no rhythm when they playing. So
Bro, he's the third option. If the second option ain't giving you shit, the third option ain't gonna be able to get off because attention is gonna be applied to him. They're not gonna let him go 1-on-1 and get jiggy with it like he did the game before. They're gonna really lock down on you, make you pass the ball, make you shoot bad shots where there ain't no 1-on-1. There's help
hell
coming,
yeah.
or you see it coming. And he's always been streaky. He ain't never been no guy you could just rely to go ahead and go out there and get busy.
I
That's
mean,
never been his
he
game.
looked at like that. He looked at like he was half-ass consistent when he played for Brooklyn. He was killing. Like I can't lie about that. That's
That's
the only
because he
time.
had the green light. He had the ultimate green light. You
That's the
gotta
only
remember when
time.
he was there, he didn't have it was them.
It was
It was him, Cam Johnson. Like you remember they all got traded from Phoenix.
right. That
So he had the green light just like Cam did, and they're on a bad team. It's just like Al Jefferson, your Al Jefferson comparison. Like they're cold on a bad team, but you put them on a team where it's good and they got to be the third option.
hell you.
Ain't the same rhythm. They don't have enough
Hey,
shots that they're gonna put up.
Neef, you can throw me and you on the damn Brooklyn, the Nets, and give me the green light, and I'm an average 15, and I ain't played basketball in 10 years. So
Bro, I
shit.
don't know if I average 15, but I definitely put up 15 shot attempts.
All right, so we gonna move on because you know what I'm saying I needed to add on to this because like Carl Anthony Towns, man, he finished and only had 11 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 assist.
Big Purr,
What do you think? Yeah, he was really a
he
cat.
hates
I'm
that
talking about
too.
he was a kitten, nigga.
He, he
What
hates that too. You know he hates that nickname.
Big Purr? Yeah, I bet you he
Yeah, he
do.
hates it. He's like, man, they gave me that nickname in Minnesota.
Yeah,
Nigga,
cause
that's what you is, punk.
you was soft, but
batch.
Yeah.
Cookie.
Hey, so let me ask you, what do Cat got to change? What does he have to do for the Knicks to be able to win Game 4? Since he played so damn terrible.
Humble itself. Humble itself. He got a little too overzealous. He got the getting busy on Wemby. He went viral for saying, and everybody clipped it, nigga, this motherfucker can't hold me. Now you got to show out. And the only way you can show out, Cat, you is shut your fucking mouth and go get busy with how you get busy. Don't shoot 2 threes and go 0 for 2 and don't shoot no more. Shoot until the clip is gone, my guy.
Ta 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 ta. Gra ta
Blah,
ta.
blah, blah, blah.
You gotta let
You
the
should
whole
put up
clip.
8 threes.
Hell
You should
yeah.
put up 20 something shots in every game. What are you smoking? You're the coldest nigga on that team outside of Bronson.
Facts.
If he's shooting 30, you should be shooting 20. Y'all should have 50 shots between the two of you. All the rest of these niggas get where you get in where you fit in. My nigga,
I agree.
like Cat, come on, man. I know you's a cat, but you's a real lion. And it's in you. Your OG put it in you. She passed away. Rest in peace. You know how many niggas that we got friends that mamas ain't here no more? Come on, man.
Get that from
Bite
my
that, bite
Dukes.
down.
Yeah, get that.
Bite down. What do you want?
Yeah.
You from the crib. You from the USA. We get you from Boogie. You from New Jersey.
But he play like he's
Come
from
on, man.
Rhode
You play
Island.
from man, not even Connecticut.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the cut where they eat lobster. Like, come on, man. Like you're tripping. Like, get down. Like Wimby is soft batch. And you can take advantage of that. But you personally have to take that on. And you got to be smart and cerebral. You hit him with a head fake last time he jumped out the room and fouled you. Why won't you incorporate that again in your game? You head fake one time in the game. The next time you didn't, you went right up, got your shit beat. The rest of the game, you didn't do no head fakes. You just kept going straight up and get. I think I seen Vassell block his shot one time.
You did.
Like, come on, bro. Like, it's common sense basketball knowledge. You got it. He can't fuck with you. We all see it on the national level. He could not fuck with you. You have to bring the game to him. You allowed him to bring the game to you. And then anytime you do that, I don't care what level of basketball, you're gonna get worked.
Now that's facts. I ain't gonna lie. He gotta get back to incorporating that them assists. They gotta get him back to, you know what I'm saying,
They
getting
did
some.
revert back to the old Bronson, James Harden, dribble, 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 penetrate, try to figure out something in the dish.
And I think that happened just because they've been winning. So, you know what I'm saying? Shit been working. So, you know what I'm saying? They got to just go back to allowing him to be what you call tragic Johnson. He got to go back to tragic. And
Man, bro, what the Knicks, what the Spurs have done, they said, okay, y'all beat us when we let Bronson get busy. Y'all beat us when we allowed to double down on Bronson and Cat for the other niggas to get busy. That's how y'all won game 2 because OG and Mikal Bridges got busy and Shemmy.
facts.
So what they Spurs said, okay, we gonna guard Bronson one-on-one. We not doubling him. We gonna guard Cat one-on-one. We not gonna double him. And we gonna make sure you other niggas don't get nothing free.
Contest every shot. Facts. That
We're not gonna double for you to have that wide open kick 3 to Josh Hart or Summit or motherfucker OG Adenobi
but he had
or
28.
anyone else.
Shit, he had 28. So, you know what I'm saying? He
When
he he
he
did that
hooped,
off of
he did
smart,
what he could
huh?
do.
You said
He
what?
did what he could do.
I
He was
mean,
hooping.
he look, he had 28 points and he only shot motherfucking 13 times. So Cat shot
Exactly.
he shot more than Cat. It goes back to what you said. Carl Anthony Towns, he needs to shoot way more than what he's shooting right now to
Man,
get
way
over the
more.
top. And of course, like to me, when you being aggressive like that, that just puts Wemby in foul trouble, or gives the opportunity
That
to
was
put
what
him
I
in
was
foul
just
trouble.
gonna say. I wouldn't shoot a three unless I'm wide open for Cat. I would act like I'm going to, but I would be all point because you have the physical stature. Even if you go to the rack and he's able to stand there and not jump,
Yeah, he
you as well as I do know he could at least try to get him in foul trouble. Or if you crash and go down, they're gonna try to help him. That's just the natural reaction of a
man.
defender.
But you just said some shit that Carl Anthony has never he never bought into being no
Is
post up
driving in the
player.
paint. Yeah,
He's not finna
it's
post.
not even about him posting up. It's just driving to the paint, like constantly putting paint pressure on Wemby and the Spurs. Like you're the only one that can really do that because you can take him to the paint, and then once you bring him to the paint, they're gonna sag off eventually. That's just common sense defense.
Yeah, he just ain't never bought into doing that type of shit. He do it like in spurts, like every now and then you might see him do that every 3-4 games and shit. Then you be like, okay, he got it. But then he just don't know how to continue to keep doing it. He want to shoot fucking threes. So if he can get out of his own head, you know what I'm saying, then the Knicks got the opportunity to win. With that being said, what is it gonna take for the Spurs to win tonight? You know what I'm saying? You got me? Did you out? Yo yo, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Be safe.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
my bad, bitch.
yeah, he tripping, bitch. Mob me. You know what I'm saying? I hear air in the background and shit. I'm like, we good? But um, what what will it take for the Spurs to win tonight? What do you think they're gonna have to do?
Man, they're gonna have to do what they did last game, man. They're gonna have to continue to keep them out the paint. How you doing? Keep them out the paint. Don't let the role players get busy. Keep the control of the crowd. You know, as long as they ain't talking a whole lot, crowd on rambunctious. You got Fat Joe and Tracy Morgan and Spike Lee getting hyphy. As long as that's not the case, they gonna have control of the game. Cause what you and I both know is if the Knicks lose tonight,
There's gonna be
oh
trouble.
my goodness.
That's that
Oh my
confidence.
goodness.
That's that confidence shit you was talking about 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Because they've been winning so much. You know what I'm saying?
They've been
So
winning so much.
yeah,
So a losing streak right now, niggas will be pointing at each other.
that's crazy because you said if they down 2-0, then it would be hard for them to come back. But now it could go the opposite way where they was down 2-0. I mean up 2-0, and now the Spurs come back and win two. That's gonna be scary because now it's really gonna be like a lot of pressure on them.
That means the next three games, two of them are at home for the Spurs.
Right. So
That's a death wish. This is if the Knicks don't win tonight. I said this to my coworker, and I'm saying this on Bench Mob. Whoever wins tonight's game is winning the series.
hell yeah, that's facts. I agree with you 100%. I think the most important thing for the Spurs right now is gonna be Wemby, just in general. Like it ain't really too much more to say. Like if Wemby can do another 30-point game and 8 to 10 rebounds and 5 assists or some shit like that and 3-4 blocks, that's a that's an appetite for an upset. You know what I'm saying? Because if he's doing that, then I know the others is going to be doing more shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's working for him. And if you can keep Carl Anthony Towns down as far as like you know what I'm saying his ability to score and be active, man, they in a good position. I don't know if that's gonna happen because the Knicks got to be desperate, like for real, for real. Like their desperation level got to be up because they know they got to take it. They can, the next game, like you said, the next
You
2 out of 3
have one
games
more
is
game at the crib. You
right.
own, regardless of how this goes. You got one more game at home, so you have to win your home games now. You gave up one. Okay, it happens. Can't lose no more at the crib.
Facts. Now, with that being said, if Wemby come back from being down 2-0 and the Spurs win the finals, how is this going to impact Wemby's legacy as, you know what I'm saying, that Mr. Comeback Kid?
I don't necessarily think it would impact his legacy that much just because it's not a reigning champion. You know, if the Knicks had won last year and then this was against a team that had already won, then it would have a little bit more of that feng shui, that limelight. Like that would be the narrative that you would hear from the media. All you're going to hear from the media is that he was able to gather his team together and they rallied around him and he was able to bring them back and they won. So you'll still hear the rally of it, but it won't be a legacy builder.
You don't think so?
The
Okay.
legacy, nah. I think the legacy builder for him is let's say what me and you think he's gonna win the championship this year. He wins the championship, but he didn't get MVP. So next year, that's what he's striving for is MVP and to win it again next year. He wants to have the double whammy like all the greats have.
Facts.
Win the MVP, win the championship. Same year you do that. So that'll be the next thing on his thing to check off as far as boxes.
So
I just think that Wemby is such an anomaly in today's game. He's one of maybe 5 players in the history of the NBA that will never be duplicated. You'll never be able to compare. And I think he's already he already have put himself in the top 50 all time.
okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
Maybe not top 50. Let me break back because I don't know 50 players off the top of my head, but just thinking of the NBA, I'll say he didn't crack the
Top
top 100.
75, probably top 75.
75, 75. He'll be didn't crack the top 75 for sure.
He gonna
For
do that
sure.
just with his stats on the real.
I'm
Just
just
with his
saying
stats.
this off of defensive MVP championship in year 3, and he would probably get finals MVP. So yeah, I would have to say that he would have cracked the top 75 just off of his trajectory, where I think he can go where he's already started. Just off of 3 years in the league, I would say he would already be in the top 75 just off of how I see he's going. Like his star is so bright, it don't make no sense.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I think if Vic wins off the comeback being down 0-2, the narrative is gonna boost his legacy because the New York Knicks, prior to losing the last game, they hadn't lost in like 45 days. So they lost one. They lost to the Hawks, and then after the Hawks, both the next 2 series that they've been through, they 4-0'd everybody. So that's gonna prove that he's ready. He might be the second coming of Shaquille Duncan, and shit. I mean, there's nothing you're gonna be able to say. Like he's gonna be already up there with Duncan and Shaq to me. So yeah, but I mean, I just think it's gonna boost them up just because how well the Knicks were playing. The Knicks got better talent over there as far as having Carl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson, Miles Bridges. This San Antonio team, was kind of manufactured. Besides the adage of Fox, everybody else is just kind of thrown together, and Fox ain't did shit. So like, he's not even big two. He's not even part of it. He's not even in the two, nigga. It's just like Wemby and others.
He hooped his last game. You gotta give him his credit, bro.
What
He
game?
hooped his last game.
He had 12 points. That's not hooping. 12 and 8.
How many minutes?
37 minutes.
God damn, you right.
That's why
I thought
said,
he had 18.
Nah, man, he had 12 points. He was 4 for 14, 0 for 5 from the 3, and
He just hit that clutch jumper
just hit the
at
clutch
the end.
shot.
That's what it was.
That's all he did was hit the clutch shot. Other than that, he ain't really did shit. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole argument is that Fox, he got to show up if the Spurs is going to win this series. Fox, he got to do more. He's going to have a 20-point game with Wemby having 30. You know what I'm saying? And then Champagne them and Vessel and Castle, all them niggas going to have to really show up. So, but shout out to the Spurs, man. May the best team win. I don't know who's going to win it. I don't know. Right now it's looking like San Antonio is up 27-17. So, shit. You know, hey, they might be able to take this one home, man. And before I move on, it seems like they're comfortable with coming back from being down some games. Like they don't shy away from being down. They thrive in these moments. So, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be crazy. But moving on to the NFL, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't really got a whole bunch on the NFL, but man, we did just realize and just see that Patrick Mahomes he inked a $500 million deal. Added, I guess, 2 more years to his contract. So he's going to be signed to the Kansas City Chiefs until 2033. My question is, how the hell do you feel about this deal? And at age 37, do you think Patrick Mahomes is going to retire as a Chief, or do you think he will get willed and dealed out before that?
Man, so first off, congrats. Even though I'm not a Kansas City Chiefs fan, I'm a quarterback fan. And so he's well deserved. He's put in the work. He's never gonna catch Tom Brady. I'm gonna say that now. For all you people that thought he was, not gonna happen. He's gonna definitely retire a Chief. I don't see them trading him unless they get wild and there's some quarterback that's coming as next generation and they could trade with that team to get that pick. Other than that, I don't see them doing that. So I think it was the perfect thing. He took a team friendly deal years ago so that they could still kind of keep the team relevant and he could try to win multiple championships in that time frame. But now that he's gotten injured, I think his team was like, yeah, it's time for us to get the bag. We can't play around.
I feel that.
So it was just perfect, you know. Think about it. He's getting the bag. How many players do you know get the bag like that in an extension coming off of a major knee injury?
That's what scares me.
It's stupid. KC, I didn't say it was gonna. You just heard what I said. He's never catching Tom Brady. He's not winning no more Super Bowls in Kansas City. If he does win another one, it'll be with another team. It won't be with the Kansas City Chiefs. The AFC has flipped its head on its flip. Like everybody, I'd name you 5 teams before I named Kansas City as a Super Bowl contender this year. Now, next year and what they do in the offseason, that might change. But right now, what I see, what they got going on, they just got rid of both of their starting corners.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say this. Hell yeah, if I was Patrick Mahomes, I'm gonna take that deal just so I can have, my future and my family's future is taken care of for the rest of our lives. We ain't never gotta really worry about shit unless you Floyd Mayweather and you don't understand how to handle your damn money. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? That's a wonderful move for Patrick Mahomes. I don't think that I'm gonna be honest, I don't think he's gonna do the whole deal with the Chiefs. Now, he might retire a Chief, but they probably will do a payout to get him out of there. I don't think he's gonna make it to 37 as a Kansas City Chief and still be playing. Um, you know what I'm saying? It's either gonna be a buyout or he's going to get traded at age 35. Because to me right now his he hasn't gotten any better. If anything, he's kind of on a slow decline to me. I think he's already reached his peak and it's kind of over with. Like you said, who do you know gets another deal like this right after being injured? So you know what I'm saying? Like you said, they had to take care of him because he's won multiple Super Bowls with them. So I mean, it's only right to go ahead and make sure he's paid. But yeah, man, I just think that
Year or
he's
two. Yeah, you said it was just a 2-year deal
no, he's
or 2-year extension.
extension. He's gonna be on the Chiefs till 2033, nigga. It's
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It was an
2026.
extension. So
Yeah,
they're looking at it from the perspective of this. It's gonna be at least a year, maybe two, before he's back to being anything close to what he was before he got injured. At least a year.
yeah.
So then that gives you a 3-year window when he's healthy at his fullest potential to try to possibly win another one, maybe two.
He's 30 though.
That's when they're just hitting in their prime, bro.
Not
You
off of no
this is
damn
what
knee injury.
listen. Tom Brady got cold, super cold, in his late 30s, early 40s. Aaron Rodgers, super cold. I mean, cold, super cold, 30s, 40s. Peyton Manning, 30s, 40s. That's when the quarterback has seen everything.
But he's not that type of play. He's not that type of quarterback.
You're not, now I gotta disagree with
No,
you.
I'm saying like he's
He's
not
got
he's not his precision is not on that level with them. He's
I,
more of a
I
Eli
disagree with
Manning.
you. I disagree with you. This is
Okay.
why I disagree with you. To me, he's a right-handed Steve Young. They used to say the same stuff about Steve Young when he was younger, that he would take a lot of gambles. All he had was a good strong arm. Once he got into his 30s and 40s and really saw every defense, now he can just dissect it and he knows you which once you lose some mobility, which Patrick Mahomes will have lost with this injury, this year especially, he has no choice but to rely more on checkdowns, on safer throws. He can't sit in the pocket and wait and then be able to do something. So that's all the maturation of a quarterback. Steve Young had an injury to his leg. He had to slow down. That's when the game slows down for you as a quarterback.
Let's see.
I'm just
I would
giving you
compare him to
all. Go ahead.
I would compare him to Eli Manning though. The style of play and how accurate he is, he's more Eli Manning-ish to me.
Oh no, no, no.
I
I
mean,
disagree, but we disagree on that. That's all good. And we ain't gonna agree on everything. I just
I
feel
said,
like I said, I think Patrick Mahomes, the way that they did the contract, they paid him like they were supposed to pay him. They gave him a little extra bump, and they're looking at it from the window of we got this year, we got to just whatever happens, happens, and then the years after that, we could try to really compete and try to get back at a championship, and we'll have the quarterback, and that's the main ingredient to winning the championship is having the quarterback.
yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, but I see his career being more Eli Manning-ish. Like he done won his rings, and I just don't see him improving and getting better. His game is just not that great. He's had some good players on his team, and to me, if they don't get better players, he's not gonna do that great. He had like, since he's won his rings, they start slow as hell. They don't never get back into the groove until week fucking 6 and week 7. I just don't see it happening for him. He's just not a quick starter. Um and he's got to be way better than that. I mean, and I ain't never seen him play with no duds. So, unless
We
they
gonna
just,
see this year, man. We gonna see this year.
hopefully he come back on time. So, we don't even know if he's going to be back in time.
He
So,
might not start the season. If they're smart, they don't rush him.
yeah,
Because this year is a red shirt season anyway. Like y'all ain't expected to do goddamn nothing. Y'all should try to be bad. So y'all can get a high draft pick and refurbish.
now that would be that's what I'm saying. Like if they could, but see, I look at it like this. Okay, if they was gonna do that, they wouldn't have gave him all this damn money right now. Cause
No,
they
I'm not saying they're going
no.
to
I'm
try
saying
to
that.
do
What
it.
I'm saying is this. I'm not saying that a rookie contract is great, but I'm saying get some studs out there. You get what I'm saying? Like if they just paid him this money, they ain't about to go get no studs. So they're gonna have to
But if
have
you
a
have a
weak
high
season.
draft pick, that's
Right.
capital to go get a stud.
That's facts. Now if they do that, then yeah, I can see that being possible. But like they ain't gonna have no.
That's what they would do. You know, when you have a quarterback that you can win a Super Bowl with, any team, anytime you feel like you have opportunity to go for it, they're going to do it. Look at Matthew Stafford and them punks right now.
Yeah, they went big,
You
big
going
fish
for it?
hunting. Yeah,
Yeah, you go for it because your window is small. You got an old quarterback, and that's when he's at the end. They still got at least 6 to 7 good years left to him.
yeah, he's still nice. But shout out to the Patrick Mahomes for getting that money, man. Hopefully he,
Yeah,
oh,
man, half a billy, man.
$500 million. Hopefully I'm wrong because he's a black quarterback, so I always respect. I hope he can do good and succeed and break some records and do great things. So you know what I'm saying,
Absolutely. I just don't want it to be against the Vikes.
right? Um, with that being said, we still on the QB topic, man. The Browns, man. It looked like the coach over there with the Browns, man. He said that the QB starting position is still in competition. They still competing to see who's going to open up week 1 and be their starter. But my question for you is, who do you think going to be the starter, and who you think is going to end up finishing the season for the Cleveland Browns?
So Deshaun Watson will be the starter, and that's just the money in the politics is the reason why he's going to be the starter out the gate. Shadora back him up. Shadora be starting by mid-season because they'll be then traded Deshaun Watson because they ain't going to be on shit. They're going to be losing anyway. And a team that's got an injured quarterback is going to go after him and scoop him up. Because it always happens every year. Some team loses a quarterback or two and has to go looking for somebody. So he's going to be the one that somebody's going to be willing to trade for. Cleveland's going to have to be on the books for most of that pay. But he's going to be up out of there. But the only way they can get him up out of there and get something back for him
Just
is
letting them
for him
play.
to play.
True.
So
They
that's why I said he's got to start the season just off of the strength of that's the best time to put him out there and try to get something for him. You
right.
can't put him out there and he's the backup to Shador. Like, ain't nobody gonna give you shit for a backup.
No, that's facts. Shit. I mean, I don't really got too much to say off of that because, like, I mean, that's kind of how I see it. Like, being honest, because I think he getting like 30 million or something. So,
Mm-hmm.
hell yeah, you're right. Like, if I'm paying you and you the cash cow over here and you getting 30 million, your ass is starting. I don't give a damn how
The
terrible you
season is
playing
zero,
it,
zero,
huh?
right? We don't
Yeah,
expect. I said we didn't trade our best player. We don't expect nothing out of this season. So,
that
in
let
actuality, we really trying to throw all our eggs in and try to get one of these good quarterbacks coming out next year.
that's what
Quiet
that
as it's kept.
That's what that let me know is that this a tanking season for the Cleveland Browns. They not really
Mm-hmm.
trying to win shit. You know what I'm saying? If it was up to them, 1 to 5 games, you know what I'm saying? The best they will
Man, they
hope they
want
win
Archie
3.
Manning
Yeah,
Jr. or they
facts.
want Archie Manning. They want that Manning boy. They want him or the second dude, any of them top 3, 4 quarterbacks. Preferably Manning just because of the name and the jersey sales. Like, even though
Yeah.
Fedora's jersey, I don't think he'll reach that heights, but he'll be close.
He'll be out the
He'll
door
be
next
damn
year.
near close.
He'll probably be out the door next year, so you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
He'll be a backup for whoever the rookie quarterback is that they get in next year. He'll be the backup, and then eventually he'll get his walking papers.
Yeah,
He'll probably get traded. He'll probably be able to work that out, and they'll get him traded somewhere. But until then, the question answer that Deshaun Watson, Shador mid-season.
yeah, I agree 100% on that. So, we're gonna move on to bench or start, man. Where you either put that shit on the bench or you start that shit. You know what I'm saying? Bench or start, man. Bape and Apes or Billionaire Boys Club. Who you going with?
Man, I gotta go Billionaire Boys Club, man. I like Baby Apes, But some of the colorways and some of the shoes over the years, I just never really was a fan of. Versus that Billionaire Boys Club, them everything they've put out has just always been like, damn, I want to grab it. I think I had one T-shirt that I got from somebody, like someone that was balling that was just like, here, I'll give you this. Other than that, I have never owned neither one. So it's been a little too pricey and I ain't really in my vocabulary until they have
Yeah.
it at Marshalls, which I
Right.
doubt.
Yeah, you ain't
So
gonna see that shit in Marshalls. Maybe you will in a couple years, but you know what I'm saying.
shit.
They gonna try to have that on the clearance rack at J.C. Penney's or something before they do that though. Just still try to get that money, but I'm gonna have to double down with you on that. Like Bapes, like you said, the color waves is a little too loud for a nigga like me, man. I ain't never did all that loud neon greens and neon oranges and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying. So I do a soft salmon. You know what I mean? A soft little salmon. You know what I mean? Soft little salmon. You know what I mean? So that's as far as I'm gonna go with that shit. I might even do you know what I'm saying? A motherfucking school bus yellow. You know what I'm saying? But that's probably it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna
I
have
can
to
dig it.
start that Billionaires Boy Club. And let me go ahead and double down with you again. I ain't never owned either one of them shits. Not the shoes, none of the, no jacket, no none of that. So, um, but yeah, man. Bench or start, grilled cheese or BLT.
Oh man, this was easy because the sign is divine.
You said who?
I said this was easy because the swine is divine.
Okay.
So I had to go start that BL Tizzle Whizzle off the hizzle. Extra mail, please. If you know, you know. And bitch, a grilled cheese with that sad taste to it, unless it's that real government, which you
Government
can't even
that
get
you
no
cut.
more.
You got to cut the little
That
piece.
block cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, that good block cheese. Take you 17 years. You have to put the cheese in the microwave a little bit just to get it a little
Sizzle up.
conducive to,
They got to sizzle
yeah,
up.
just to be able to slide onto the bread. Because if you just try to cut it off and put it on the bread and cook it in the pot in the pan, you're gonna have a grilled cheese and the cheese is gonna be cold as
It's
ice.
gonna be cold, definitely. The bread gonna be burnt and fired up like a
Burnt in the
motherfucker.
mug.
Yeah,
With the cheese on the inside, they gonna have no cheese pull or nothing.
facts. Um, I'm gonna have to disagree with you though, man. I'm gonna go with the grilled cheese. I ain't ate this wine since like '93. Now I'm saying since like 2000, since like 2001 and shit. So you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. I don't even eat turkey bacon, but I might would go with turkey bacon with it. But you know what I'm saying. I ain't never did that. So I'm gonna go with the grilled cheese. You know what I'm saying with the tomato soup. Dip the little. You know what I'm saying in the shits. And hell yeah, that's how we going. Bench or start, Jason Tatum or Jimmy Butler.
Man, this
Jimmy,
one was
Jimmy.
I was going back and forth, but then I had to realize JT has a little bit more attributes that just put him over the top. He's 6'9", could possibly be 6'10". He has a bigger bulk. He can play defense, not as on a higher level as Butler, but he can play enough defense to where he could be locked down. And the fact that he's won a championship. I had to go ahead and start JT just off of his physical prowess and the fact that he got that hardware and bench Butler.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this. I'm gonna start Jimmy Butler just because of where he came from. Let me see. I gotta make sure I say that shit right. When was this nigga drafted? I think he was a late draft. So let me make sure before I get the.
Oh, he was a late draft.
Yeah, he was a late draft. Where's the number at? I mean, damn it, don't tell me. But however, I know Jimmy Butler was a late draft, so you know what I'm saying he's over exceeded what the expectations is. Let me see what it say. 30th overall. 30th overall. Hell yeah. So he's over exceeded what you could say for a 30th pick. You know what I'm saying? He's almost gotten it. He just came too short. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, like shit, if I'm gonna start with a team and I need a dog on the squad, I'm gonna definitely go get Jimmy Butler. Now, I mean, prior to like the last 2 years, you know what I'm saying? Go get the dog. So man, shout out to Jimmy Butler, and I'm gonna bench Jason Tatum. Even though Tatum got the rings, but I just don't like Tatum's style of play.
Going
So
on.
bench your start. New York, 1999 New York Knicks or 2001 76ers. Who you going with?
Say that one more time.
Bench your start. 99 New York Knicks or 2001 Philadelphia 76ers. Damn.
Oh, I'm definitely starting the 99 Knicks just because of Allen Houston, man, and Spreewell.
Al Bell, and Spree.
Man, Allen was pure and Spree was just a bulldog.
They had
And
Oakley
I think they had I don't know if they had Okie Doke, but I know they had Patrick at his old knees.
with the knee
And I think
pads.
they had a young Camby.
Oh yeah,
um
can be.
I think they had their guard was either Charlie Ward or somebody. I can't remember who their guard was. Guard. Nonetheless, like that team was well, it overachieved. I think they were like a 6 seed or 7 seed. And this was the lockout year, so it was like the
Oh
half season.
nigga,
So
They had LJ. They say LJ was on that
yeah.
team.
Yeah, Larry Johnson was on that squad. They got busy,
They
you
had
know.
Herb on that motherfucker too. He wasn't doing shit.
Yeah. Nah, he wasn't, but he was hacking niggas when he got. So yeah, I'll definitely start that Knicks over the Sixers because all they had was a. Everybody else was Garbino.
Yeah, you right. Oakley didn't play on that team. I'm gonna have to start the damn 76ers, man. I was an AI fan, man. I don't give a damn who was on that team. AI was like motherfucking Michael Jordan for me, so you know what I'm saying? I think that 2000 they had Mutombo, Matt Geiger, you know what I'm saying? Aaron McKee, nigga, shit, Eric Snow, you know what I'm saying? They had some motherfucking chihuahuas on that motherfucking squad, so you know what I'm saying? I got to go with them even though they came up short against the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? That's when AI did the step walk off on Ty Lue. You know what I'm saying? So and I had me, them AI them first ones that dropped. I had them. The questions I think no, it was the answers. I had them all black and
Mm.
gold. Bench or start, Allen Iverson or D Wade.
I'm gonna go AI, bench D Wade. Don't even need to say much.
I'm gonna double down. I just told you AI was like Michael Jordan for me, so I'm gonna start Allen Iverson and bench D Wade. It's all about the swag, man. Practice. You know what I'm saying? Niggas wasn't having tattoos like that. Niggas wasn't really doing. They wasn't swagging like that shit until AI came. So you know what I'm saying? Gotta give it to AI. We're gonna move on to the throwback questions, the TBQs, man. My question for you is: who in your family had the biggest impact on you today? I mean, who had the biggest impact on you, and who are they? I mean, who you are today? My bad, I'm tripping, nigga. I don't know what I'm reading.
Man, I definitely gotta say my Dukes, man. It's not even close. My Dukes, her personality, the way she's always had unconditional love for people and just how she treat people and, just her always being positive and having a positive energy. That's always been something that I've strived to be like. And so I know for a fact that's one of my biggest traits because that's what everybody tells me. And I know I got that from no other person than my mom. Aunt, not the, she's definitely not that. My grandma was mean as nails. So it's definitely OG.
I'm gonna have to double down. Mama, you know I love you. You know I love you, Mama. Mom Dukes definitely played that role. he just was telling me, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all caught it at the beginning, but he was just like, nigga, you got them, you look just like your mom's, man. You got them eyes and shit. Yeah, man. She taught me, hey, man, when I was a youngster, I had my first little job, I used to be disagreeing and shit. I come home like, man, they told me I got to do this. She'd be like, give me the phone. I'm finna call them. I'm like, hell no, you ain't finna get me fired. Shit. So I had to learn how to, call the job and let them know how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I kind of learned how to, you know, speak up for myself from OG. So you know what I'm saying, and be unapologetic. You know what I'm saying. So shout out to Mom Dukes, man. You know what I
Sir,
mean.
shout out to my dudes.
I grew up in a single family home, so all I had was Mom Dukes. You know what I'm saying. Some of y'all had both parents, nigga. I didn't. So
I didn't either, bro. We in the same boat with that one.
you know what I mean. So all right, man. When did you realize life wasn't going to go how you planned it?
Probably my senior year of high school. That's when it really hit me that nigga, you're not going D1. All that razzle dazzle. Uh, what's that? What's that movie? Jesus.
Jesus Shuttlesworth.
He and
He got game.
above the rim.
Yeah.
All that shit you saw. That's not your lifestyle, buddy. You have to go to one of these JUCOs, get your shit together, and get it popping.
Got to
And
get it out the
then
mud.
then life hit me, and it was like, yep, you know what? I ain't that passionate about this, man. I need to get some paper. Man. I need to get me a gig and figure out this thing called life and being an adult. So it is what it is. So I think that's when it really hit me that, all that gas I was putting in my own ass was full of it. And I really needed to figure it out. So I think that's when it really hit me was my senior year.
Man, that's crazy you said that because I'm going to double down. Like, man, I think senior year, hitting 18, just graduating, nigga, I got accepted to my little college, but I realized, nigga, where you gonna come up with this motherfucking money to go, you know what I'm saying, to, one of these legit colleges. It was just looking real shy. I'm gonna have to keep it real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I was smart, right? But I fucked up them first 2 years. Like some of us all do. So I didn't realize I had to get serious until junior year. You know what I'm saying? And by that time, it was too late to be like, oh, you finna get full ride to school and shit. That was out the window. So it was like, you gonna have to come up with this paper, nigga. And once I realized that first semester, I didn't know how to come up with the college paper. That's when life started life, and I had to go and get me a damn job and get to this paper, like Neef said. So you know what I'm saying. But I appreciate that those moments because it taught me how to become a man real early. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the fuck ups in life. All right. We're gonna move on before we get out of here. We're gonna hit the nug. Neef gonna hit y'all with the nug, man. So my question for you, Neef, man, what's the biggest gem you learned about communication in relationships?
That is 100% the key. It's 100% the difference between lasting a few months and 10 years. Um, Transparency and communication is definitely number one. Like, you should be able to have clear and direct and unapologetic communication with each other. That's really the only way you're gonna build each other. You got to be able to call each other out when you see the other person not living to the standards of you or what you want and what they want for themselves. And that's really the main key ingredient. I've been in a relationship now over the years, two relationships, and it's been almost 20 years between the both. And I could tell you from a person who's been in long relationships, that's the one thing that's always been the common denominator for at least have some type of cohabitation is we've been able to communicate on a, and I've always been that way because I always felt like that's just common sense to me. You know, you don't know what I'm thinking, I don't know what you're thinking, and the only way for you to know what I'm thinking is for me to voice it. And you
Facts.
know, it doesn't always have to be in a high tone or the most angry of situations. It's got to be in all situations, your day-to-day life, on how you just move accordingly. You know what I mean? So that there's no gray area, because that's where people get to messing up and making assumptions, and you know that's where you go wrong. So if it's long as it's clear and direct communication between both parties, it's always going to be in the benefit of both, because you can't really go wrong with that.
No, that's facts. That's facts. Well, Neef just dropped a nug on y'all, man. And before we get out of here, man, it might look like what we said, man, because the Spurs is damn near up 30 points. So
Mm, mm, mm,
it's 59-34, my G. So man,
mm,
man,
mm,
man, I'm gonna
mm.
catch this game when we get out of here. But Neef, man, before we close, man, hit him with something, man. Shit.
Man, I just want y'all to continue to keep safe, stay humble, you know, stay focused, and most importantly, stay encouraged.
Most definitely. Y'all definitely stay encouraged, man. We about to watch this game. We got to pay some bills. We got to do a whole lot of shit, man. We got to eat, nigga.
Man.
So, with that being said, it's the Bench My Podcast. I'm your boy, Broadway Beats. I got your boy with me, Neef, a.k.a. Mr. Perp. Hit the like button.
Yes,
Go ahead and
sir.
sub up. Say something in the comments. Let us know how you feeling. And, man, we out of this thing. Love.
We out. Love.